Many Oklahomans struggle every day to recover from injuries suffered during military service. The physical and mental damage they deal with can often lead some to contemplate suicide. The young woman who chairs the governor's work group on veterans' mental health and substance abuse knows about the struggles firsthand.
At first glance, Jessica Rose Hammack would not strike you as an ex-Marine or someone who is still recovering from serious injuries. Today, she is a vibrant, energetic woman on a heavy training schedule to prepare for the 2017 Invictus Games. They begin next month in Toronto. She will represent Team USA as a former member of the Marine Corps.
I am doing 5 sports for Invictus, which is pretty rare. I'm going to be doing track, shot put, discus, cycling, and I'll be doing rowing as well.
Jessica says people question her competing in so many sports, but for her, it's an important way to cope with her injuries.
It keeps the depression at bay. It keeps my mind clear. It keeps me physically fit, so it helps with other health conditions too, so I love it.
Jessica Rose is tiny, at just over 5 feet and slightly over 100 pounds. She does not come across as a shot putter, something she says is really about form and, oh yes, shoes.
This is such a girl comment to say, but I finally got field shoes the other day and I threw 5 feet further in discus just from the shoes. I didn't change anything else, so that was really cool, and I actually think I'm going to be pretty competitive at Invictus, surprisingly, at shot put.
Ms. Hammack's road to Invictus actually began 2 years ago when her then boyfriend, a former member of the Navy, brought her as a guest to the Wounded Warrior Games. Watching those games, Hammack felt a desire to compete, and a year later, she was. Going in, she planned to compete in sitting volleyball, archery, and cycling, but that changed.
They said, "Oh, you need to go run track," and I said, No, you don't understand. Like, I'm pretty messed up. Like, I can't run track. Like, that's not a thing for me. And they're like, No, you just go get a timepiece. Like, okay. Then they said, you need to go to the field. Go throw some shot put and discus. I'm like, I don't even know what that is.
Organizers also decided she needed to try out in yet another sport.
You get in the pool. Like, let's get you swimming. So I thought, man, you guys are crazy. Like, I can't do this stuff. And sure enough, I did it. And I made the team. I went to Warrior Games last year.
So how did she do?
And I came home with 8 medals. I'm a record holder for the women's 100-meter sprint in my disability classification. So that was pretty cool. That was my first race. And it was the first competition to start the games off. Is I ran the 100 meters and I won gold, and I thought, okay, I'm good.
And there was yet one more surprise. Hammack was relaxing off the field when her name was called. Startled, she ran onto the field, where she found her boyfriend, retired Navy Petty Officer First Class Andrew Johnson.
During the Warrior Games, actually during track and field events, my fiance had proposed. So that was pretty fun. So I came home with the gold and the diamonds.
Hammack has never stopped training. She again will compete in the 100 meters, shot put, discus, cycling, and rowing. It's when Jessica is on the water that you see her athletic ability really reach a peak. However, there was a time for Ms. Hammack where being a medal-winning athlete seemed impossible. Along with a busted knee and hip, she had suffered a traumatic brain injury. 10 years ago, the medical care she got from the military was inadequate.
My mom would call me every day and have to walk me through the steps of how to wake up in the morning. And just remembering being in that place where I didn't know how to tell my brain to put my feet out of bed. I didn't know that I needed to brush my teeth every morning, like simple stuff like that. And going back to that time in my life really sucks to think about. But if I didn't have my mom, I don't know where I would be, because I wasn't getting the support I needed medically, but I definitely am now.
And in keeping with her philosophy of just keep moving, Jessica has a very busy 3 months ahead.
Invictus is the last week of September, and I'm getting married the 3rd week of October. So there's that. Invictus, marriage, honeymoon. Winning year for me.
All this training and travel costs money, so Jessica has created a GoFundMe page. It's at www.gofundme.com/Jessica Road to Invictus. Hammack says anything she raises over and above which is needed for Invictus, she'll give back to her rowing team.